Hey everybody, in this video we're going to share with you 11 legit ways to monetize your audience, whether it's a YouTube channel or a blog or a podcast, whatever you have. And we've tried it with all three of those. But I've got to tell you, we got the blooper reel to end all blooper reels at the last 45 seconds of this video, so if at any point you get bored, there's your entertainment for you. All right, 11 ways to monetize a website. The first one is display ads. I used to kind of turn up my nose at display ads because I had only tried really AdSense for the longest time, didn't really see any success there. But now it's a very significant part of my income. I think I earned $15,000 last month just from the display ads on my website. They're fantastic because they're passive. They're just the picture ads or text ads you see in blog posts and things. Now, generally, the easiest way to get started is AdSense, but you're not going to make that much there. What I find where you're really starting to make the good money from display ads is when you have 80,000 page views and up, because then you can work with a premium ads retailer. The one that I like is AdThrive. That's what I use on my sites, and they're fantastic. And there you can expect to earn somewhere around $12 per 1,000 page views on your website.
Awesome. The next one that we want to talk about is affiliate marketing, okay? The easiest one to get started with is Amazon. The Amazon Associates program is free. Anybody can sign up. Very easy, just takes a few minutes. And you just post links on your website or on your YouTube videos. You link to products that you want to recommend to people. That's made.
Dude, your eyes are still watering and stuff.
You'll understand
watch the blooper
when you
reel.
watch the blooper reel. I'm like, my mouth's still kind of burning.
The next one is sponsored posts. A lot of bloggers do this, especially if you're in a niche that's tough to monetize otherwise. A sponsored post is basically where a company wants access to your audience, and so they write a guest post on your blog. And or you can do this with Instagram, like an Instagram takeover from a brand, where they will write an article to go on your website. It's a helpful content, but that's basically the purpose of it is an ad. And this, you can earn $500 a sponsored post, $100, $5,000 from a sponsored post. It just depends on what your audience is and how large it is. Best way to get started with this is to just have a contact form on your website. Sponsored posts will come and find you. If you have a large enough audience, they will come and find you.
Okay, sorry. The next one is lead generation. So this is another one where essentially you get an audience in a certain subject, in a certain topic, and then other companies are going to pay you essentially for leads. So you're essentially going to sell them a list of email addresses, a list of names, and you can do these in, sorry.
There's some popular ones out there, especially if you have anything about, college or finding a job. Some very popular are like Quinn Street and Campus Explorer. So they'll just have a widget that you put on the side of your website. Let's say you have a blog about how to become a nurse. They'll have a widget, where they say, where do you live and what do you want to study in college? And then they'll ask their email address. And then Quinn Street or Campus Explorer takes that lead and sells it to a college. And you get money for providing that lead. So lead gen is a very, very good way to monetize a website, but really only if you're in the right markets. You have a website about solar, of course you could sell leads to a company that sells solar or things like that.
All right, I'll try to take the next one. The next one is a membership site or a subscription site. Essentially, this is where you're going to have some sort of regular product or regular service that's going to come out, and you're going to have users that are going to pay a monthly subscription fee to have access to your content. This could take an infinite number of different forms. Really common ones are training platforms, mastermind groups. How much that can earn, really the sky's the limit with that. Usually you have to build up pretty good authority on your subject before anybody's going to pay to be a member of your website.
What I'll say about membership sites, and I do run a very successful membership site at improvephotographyplus.com. And what I would say about that one is With YouTube so strong and having so much quality content on YouTube, it has hurt a lot of membership sites where before they could just say, hey, we have training on this, and that was enough. Now, people really only want to go to a membership site if your training is much, much more premium than what you're going to find on YouTube, really well produced, but more likely is they want access to you as the instructor. So if you as an instructor are popular, are somebody that people want access to, then people are willing to pay for that subscription to get access to your content. Otherwise, people say, I could find this free on the web.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, the next one is training products. This is something that we've done countless times. I started 8 years ago selling ebooks. And, you know, it's just a simple little $5 ebook on my site that I, tried to get as much traffic as I could to my website, and it built up to thousands of dollars a year. And, I think at one point we made $80,000 in a year just from ebooks. So ebooks can be a really nice platform, but often I find that they have to be kind of that lower dollar point. That if we want something for $100, it starts looking like a video course, and the lower price points are something like an ebook. But audiobook is another really cool tool you can do. We both love tennis. And so if we have a website about tennis and we want to monetize that, what if we sit down in front of a microphone and we record at just an 8-hour, Jim and Ricky's masterclass in tennis, and you can sell it on your website. Say it's $15. You get this 8-hour course. You can listen to it while you're jogging, while you're commuting to work, whatever. It's an easy sell for that, and it's kind of a unique kind of item to offer.
Yep. Now the next one is consulting. This is a very, very active service. You could sell obviously through a website, through to a YouTube audience, as well as to any sort of social media audience. So all you need is a following of people who have a reason to trust that you know something about something. And again, this could really take just about any form, and people are going to be buying your time, and they're going to be buying your expertise and knowledge. So again, it's very active. It requires if you're going to consult, you have to consult. You have to do the work every time, but it can be a great way to earn really just about, again, any amount of income. How much you can make is just going to depend on how much people value that time that they spend with you, so how much you can charge, and then you're limited by how many hours you have in a day.
Yeah, one tip that I would give for consulting is consider altered real-time consulting. Instead of meet me at 11:30 on Skype and we're going to consult, that's harder to do and it really restricts you.
Yep.
But another option is, fill out this survey and then I will record a consultation video and I'll send it to you. All right, the next one is digital tools. This, I believe, is the best way to monetize your website going forward. If you're finding that it's harder and harder to sell info products because YouTube and other blog posts are just getting so good, the content there, then move to tools. Tools can be a great way to monetize. So for photographers, one thing I sell is Lightroom presets. It's basically like an Instagram filter, but for serious photographers. We created a niche site scoring sheet. We have 300 niche site ideas, and we scored each of them according to different categories, and that's what our niche site school students get when they sign up for the program. So they have a ton of ideas of these are our favorite niches to go into. It's a tool. It's not something that you're ever going to expect to find on the web. It's something that you can download and use instead of just learn from.
Yeah, they say teach a man to fish and he'll eat for his whole life. If you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Would it be better if people went and learned the principles in Lightroom and learned how to create those filters themselves? Yes, but most people today just want the fish, and so it's a really, really easy sell. They can learn 1,000 ways to fish. They can learn 1,000 ways to on 1,000 YouTube videos how to do Lightroom stuff, but when it comes down to it, they see Jim's photos and how awesome they are, and they say, I want to be able to make photos like you, and I don't want to have to learn.
Oh yeah, and look, there's this tool. Click.
Yep, click. Yeah. Oh, mine looks great. So create the tool, solve people's problems for them, make it easy, and it's an easy sell.
Physical products is next. Any kind of physical products. You know, if I have a website about rappelling, well, maybe I go on Alibaba and I find a figure 8 that I can sell on my website, and I actually sell this physical product. There are some significant liability concerns to be aware of if you're going to sell physical products. Physical products come with what's called strict liability, and it's something to definitely be aware of. So physical products, you know, it takes all the advantages of online and it gets rid of them.
Yeah.
You got to fulfill orders, you got to do a lot, but because few people are doing that, it also makes it a compelling offer.
Absolutely.
All right, next is donations.
Yeah, donations. This can be a kind of a tough sell depending on the niche, okay? Or depending on what your audience is, I should say. But in some topics, you can make a very, very compelling case to get donations. I mean, Wikipedia,
Works off donations.
It works off donations. So, again, depending on your topic, if it lends itself well, if it's a cause that people are going to be willing to donate money for, or, you know, your content is just really, really good, and people are going to want to always have your content available to them, then maybe you have a compelling case to ask for donations. I think it's a tough sell, and it's a hard one to make a lot of money off of, because when people find out you're making a lot of money off their donations, they kind of stop giving them.
I don't know. I guess just how I feel about it is like, you know, can't I provide enough value to make you choose to purchase something? It just kind of feels like a little bit of a cop-out to me.
Yeah.
Just like, just give me the money. I don't want to have to work for it. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I've never felt quite right about it. Not that there's anything morally wrong, but it just feels weird to me.
Yeah, I feel like it just depends a little bit on the topic. If you're working for a cause that people are going to be passionate about, and 80% of your donation money is going toward the cause and the other 20% is to just keep you
that's
alive,
different. Yeah.
then that's a little bit of a different case. But if it's like, hey, I'm providing you cool content, so just good information, can you give me your money, please? I'm willing to pay for.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fan products is next. You know, sell a t-shirt, sell a mug. I think a mug, I want to get a mug with a horse and you standing there with like a mustache and a horse behind you. I just think it'd be hilarious. I don't know why, but I think it'd be funny. I even thought about getting a custom painting made to have behind us of like us with like mustaches and horses. I don't know. It'd be funny. All right. Next is pay to post. This is one that I've dabbled in without much success, but it can be really good. So you have a website on custom computers or something, and you just set up a little swap board where people can sell a custom machine they've made, parts that they have from an old machine, whatever. It's just a place for people to buy and sell. We've purchased from one to hire writers, where we post kind of a job opening, and then somebody can come on and apply to write.
And the last one that we're going to talk about is online tools and software. This kind of goes back to the digital tools, right? Mm-hmm. But this is web tools that people are going to pay to have access to, or just mostly online software. So if you have those kind of development skills, or
an app,
a plugin, something like that,
an actual software piece,
then you sell that or make that tool available online.
So those are 11 legit ways to monetize your website. When you're ready to get started, go to incomeschool.com and then click on Site School, or just find it in the description of this YouTube video. It's exactly our recipe we've used to build site after site after site that has earned a significant income for us. We have a lot of sites now in our portfolio, and we've developed this recipe that really is just working for us to get an audience, monetize that audience, and then create a often very passive income source from them.
Yep.
And now, enjoy the blooper reel. And because we have some hot tips for you today, we will eat the Carolina Reaper. This is the world's hottest pepper. All right. Whoa! Whoa! I just made out with a double. Okay.
You can't even swallow that.
Whoa! Okay. Number one is display ads. Whoa, this is way different than I thought. Whoa! I can't get it down.
Yeah.
Ah. I don't know if I can do this.
Yep.